Do sort of a weird run today. You might notice that I'm in a different layout than usual. I've got the full screen visible. We'll see if that ever becomes interesting or important. For now it's not. But here's the plan. We're gonna do a run where I'm allowed to take as much time as I want to think about each pill before I place it. And the idea is that, like, I just like to find out what it's like if I get as much time to think as I want, like whether that, I don't know, whether that makes me better, how much better, that kind of thing. So, we're gonna do that. I encourage all of you at home to chime in and let me know if I'm not thinking about something that I should be, or I'm thinking too hard about something, or something like that. But there's just a couple rules. I'm gonna be doing this on an emulator so that I can like pause it, and I'm gonna allow myself to use whatever emulator features I want, with one exception, which is if I make a plan that turns out to be bad, or I make a good plan but then like don't execute it perfectly, whatever happens is the thing that happens. So I'm not gonna be rolling back and doing undos and changing where I placed stuff or anything like that. And the other rule that I'd like you guys to follow at home, and I'll be following this one too, but is please don't use outside tools to acquire new knowledge about Dr. Mario that you don't already have. So like, don't visit a wiki, don't check the seed on DM Hero's awesome tool. Don't like dive into a disassembler to see what will happen if we do a thing. That kind of thing. Now, if you've used those tools in the past and you happen to know a thing already because of using those tools, great. Let's use that knowledge. Use everything we know about Dr. Mario right now. But the idea here isn't to learn new knowledge about Dr. Mario. It's to like think about how to think about what we already know. All right, so that's the rules. Pretty simple. Make any suggestions you want. And the other thing is, I'm going to, let's see, let's start recording. And once we've spent a long time thinking, we'll play back at the end of the stream all the thoughts we had. And I'm gonna time it, although a little bit strange because we're gonna be spending a long time. I don't know how far we'll make it. Probably not through a whole run, but we'll just see. And we'll just keep going until we're not having fun anymore. So, let us start recording. And start the timer. And then start the game. And pause immediately. I guess we can wait until we know what our next pill is going to be. So, okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Hopefully you guys can see my cursor. I think so. Yeah, I think you can see my cursor. So red is the most important because there's more of it at the moment. I think this is 4 squares from the bottom. So if we put this double underneath, then we can get it from underneath. We can get this one from above, I think. And probably the plan will be to clear, let's see. Does it matter which one we clear first? So like, one thing you could imagine is we put some red on top of this and some garbage off to the left and let it fall down on top of this virus. I think the total number of rows it falls in that way is the same, right? And if we clear this one first, then we have no chance to put a strut underneath to catch garbage. So I think we'll clear the bottom one first. And yeah, let's see what we can do to avoid fall time, but for now, that's our plan. I really tried to work out how to map the pause button to something on my controller so that I could, like, be pressing buttons more comfortably, but we didn't manage that, so. Alright, so what's the deal with this guy? So the two obvious choices are to fill in this little gap, or to put it vertically here, maybe? So that when we fill in this gap, stuff doesn't fall. I think we're just gonna take the fall time. I think that's sane. Nice, nice. Alright, so is this what we want to happen? Probably. I am too slow for this. Would you like me to slow down so that you can type more? This double pill I think we'll put in here, because then that clears and makes this look like it's not actually garbage. And doesn't... I would like to speed up, thank you though. I don't think you're too slow for this. Whatever you are is fine. I think this is a fine placement for this piece. We'll put the double red under here. Yeah. So, unpause. Oh yeah, this is the pause button, not the one on my controller. So the question is now, do we switch over to starting on the yellow? Because there's more... We need more pill halves for yellow. And I think what we should do is continue on the red. Can the first pill go horizontal on 3? The very first one, the double pill? Can it go horizontal on 0, on 1, 2, 3? Put the double red here? Is that what you're asking? I'm gonna pause here and let you... Okay, tell me why. That looks like it's not using... Like, it doesn't line up with any of the red viruses, which makes it a strange plan to begin with. But it could be good if there's some other thought happening there. So what's going on with that plan? To make a shelf for the blue to land the garbage on. But in column 3 is too far to make a shelf for blue. Blue shelf needs to be in column 2, right? Okay, cool. Doesn't work. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to continue on the red virus. And the idea there is that's a multi-purpose move, actually, because we're going to clear the red virus, some stuff is going to fall, and then we're going to be able to make a shelf. We're going to have a little, like, things a couple rows tall at the bottom to make a shelf for the blue stuff. So I think that's gonna be okay. So we're gonna do that. Gosh, this is really awkward ergonomics. All right. So now, since we've started on making a prop here, I think, so we have two choices for this. One is we can place it vertically here underneath the blue, and that means that if we get more, We have a double yellow coming up. Okay, so that's relevant in just a second. So we could put it vertically with the blue on top. That's the right amount of space to clear this blue with exactly 3 pill halves and only fall 2 rows. And if we get a pill that we can't use, we can put it in there and fall 0 rows. The cost is that it involves maneuvering, whereas putting stuff on top requires much less maneuvering, and we can make a shelf here and then stuff will only fall 1 row if we get 1 pill that we can't use. So that seems pretty good. I think the amount of maneuvering required will cost more than 1 row of fall time, so I think we should put it on top. And then the question is, does the double yellow... My back seat wrote a chat, my front seat couldn't cache. I like horizontal 1 this time. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that in a second. The question about the double yellow is, do we treat that as a trash pill, put it down here to reduce the fall time on this side, whether we decide blue goes on top or on bottom? Or do we start on the yellow virus? I think start on the yellow virus. I mean, doubles are just so clear. And then if we happen to get another double yellow, which is, like, it's very common to get 4 or 5 doubles in a row. If we get another one, then we don't have any fall time, so that seems pretty good. Okay, so you want horizontal 1. So I assume you mean here? I suppose again with the idea of making a shelf for the blue. That's an interesting thought. So what's nice about that is, again, it doesn't require any maneuvering. Whereas my plan of putting it above and oh, sorry, 1. I am so used to programmer indexing, where 0 is the leftmost column and 1 is... Okay, yes. Let's decide now, for the purposes of communicating, which one we're gonna do. Let's say, I don't know, flip a coin. Have the bottle in 0. I think if other people join later, it's going to be confusing if we use 0 indexing, because the normal human convention is so strongly 1 indexed. So let's use 1 indexed for communications. So this was my mistake, reading your message incorrectly. Okay, so column 1. Yeah, horizontal 1. Yeah, I like that too. That's what we're going to do. Yep. Okay, didn't exactly nail that. So this one is a shelf for the blue, right? Or is it a shelf for the yellow because we have more yellow coming? I think it's a shelf for the blue. Yeah, okay. Too bad. That turned out to be a slight mistake. Alright. 10 minutes. Good level 0. Shelf for blue, plan on yellow being the last clear. Yeah, it didn't quite work out that way. I think it's better to take fall time than to and be efficient than to wait. Just my opinion. I guess one thing that would be interesting to learn at a later time would be how many rows a thing should fall before you want to plan to wait. It's probably never better, right? Alright, so red is not super important on this level. The goal of this stream is find out what to learn for later. Yeah, maybe. Yep. Okay, so here's what I think. These two we're going to clear. We're going to put all of our yellow-blue pills. First 3 of them we get. We're going to put at the bottom, just underneath, and above. And clear that straight away. The double red, I think we're just going to wait for a second double red to clear this vertically, or have it be last. These guys are a little bit unfortunate, because the thing that you want is you want to take adjacent columns and clear them together. So like if we cleared this red and this blue, if we just put all of our red-blue pills right here, that would be ideal. 3 pills and we get it almost no fall time. Or all of our yellow reds here, 3 of them gets this cleared, almost no fall time, and that's really nice. Either of those choices leaves another column to deal with. Am I doing this correctly? I agree with 3 blue yellows in 1. Yeah, you're doing great. I'm having a blast hearing your thoughts as well. So whichever of those 2 we pick, the other one is really unfortunate, right? Okay, another consideration is what are we doing with each of the pairs? So yellow-blue we've got sorted here. Yellow-red and red-blue are sort of mutually exclusive here. 1, 2, 3. This is not quite close enough that we could put a second batch of 4 blue yellows here to clear these together, which is unfortunate. Like we could put them on top and have some fall time. I was just counting whether they were close enough to put blue yellows in between them and have only 1 row of fall time. Another choice would be yeah, there's nothing really great, is there? So I think the plan is going to be to put I think we're going to use the red-blue pair, and any yellow-red we get will go towards this combo. Oh yeah, actually, okay, so we're going to put the double red here, but it's not going to get cleared last. It's going to get cleared very early, because we're going to put yellow here and red here. V1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely this pill is going vertical 5. We're planning the whole rest of the level right now. Definitely this pill is going vertical 5. Definitely. And then yellow-red pills are going to go here underneath, so that by the time we get 2 of them, we have cleared this thing and we have some yellow. Red-blue is going here, and then this blue and this yellow are the odd ones out, and we're going to try to clear this blue first and this yellow last. Okay? Oh. Alright, so I'm thinking we just push down here. Is there something better? So the unfortunate thing about pushing down here is then the red will have slightly more stuff than the blue, and so we can't avoid fall time in the usual way. An alternate choice would be to let's see. We could burn this pill. We could just put it vertically here, just to the left of this blue virus. So what's interesting about that, oh, let's see, how many spaces is this? Oh, this is just the right number. Okay, so we don't need any trash there to clear that with no fall time. We just put blue pill halves underneath it until it's dead. Unless we get a double. So if the next blue that we get is a double blue, then we want one trash pill either to the left or the right. Presumably the left, because then after we clear the blue, we have already started on the pile for this yellow. So I think we put one trash pill here. I'm just gonna pause here for a second in case chat wants to have a vote. I think we're gonna continue to wait for red blue for clearing this pair. I am recording, right? Who knows? I think I pressed record. If not, then whoops. All right. That's about as long as I want to wait for Twitch chat to have a vote. So we're gonna do the thing that I said. We got our double blue, so now I look really smart. Alright, what's happening with this one? This goes towards the top left yellow, right? Actually, the situation has changed because now we know there's a double red coming up, and we might be incentivized to just use it. Hope for another double blue. In which case, putting this on the lower yellow locks in a smaller fall time. I think I like that, and one of the reasons I like that is it gives us opportunities, so we can just put yellow blue here. Even if we get yellow red, we can put it there and just not clear until no, we need a yellow blue to continue that. But it means we can use any blue that we get. Right now we can use one arbitrary blue and then only red blues. But if we put this here and just have blue lined up here, we can put any blue red we get here and any yellow blue we get up here. And we can burn one blue red down here, so it's pretty likely that we get at least one yellow blue before we get three blues. If we get a double blue, then we just put it and we don't even have to think, because then nothing is falling. Yeah, I like that. All right. There's our double blue. Great. So there's nothing to think about now. All right. So, I think this oh, let's see. Okay, so let's talk about pairs again. I was gonna say, my first thought is we put these guys are exactly the right space apart to put our yellow blues here. 1, 2, 3 of them. Get them both at the same time with no fall time. But then this red guy is hanging. On the other hand, like, we don't have much choice. Something has to be hanging, right? Because there's a hole here. So there's only 3 columns to the left and 5 columns to the right, or 4 columns to the right. So there's an odd number of columns here, so we can't pair up everything. V-tuck under 5 or horizontal 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you want it here or here. Yeah, that's definitely... So the other consideration is there's a lot of stuff in these 2 columns. Maybe it's higher priority to get this stuff. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we really do need to get started on these guys. Okay, so let's talk about the 2 moves you proposed. So the problem with the vertical tuck, I really don't like that vertical tuck because okay, so let's talk about what the ideal is first. So the ideal is we get 4 blue yellows and we put them, or 3 blue yellows, chunk, chunk, chunk. We get 1 row of fall time and clear that out. And then we get 3 yellow reds and we put them chunk, 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 and we clear that out. And then we get 3 red blues, chunk, chunk, chunk. We get like 3 rows of fall time for the entire column if we manage to pull that off, which, let's be honest, we don't manage to pull that off very often, but sometimes. And like, it doesn't all have to happen in exactly the right order. We have 2 pills that we can put out of order down here. 1 here, 1 here. If we put it vertically, then oh, I guess we only have 1 pill that we can put out of order, and it's specifically the red-blue, which is the thing we have lots of options for anyway. Okay, so it has to be pretty much in order. All right, if we put it vertically, then we still need at least 2 more blue yellows. Is like the ideal thing. And then once we get those 2 blue yellows, we're left with 2 columns of yellow, so sort of only double yellows work. The nice thing about the vertical tuck is it does leave us an option to use a double yellow here, where if we put it horizontally, a double yellow would be okay. Yeah, I think even that is, we can still use a double yellow here, and we have a spot where we'd love to put a double yellow, like 2 double yellows anyway. So I don't think we need to be thinking about how to make sure that we have a good spot for double yellows. We don't really have a good spot for red yellow, and so maybe that's a reason to prefer the vertical tuck, because here here we could put some red yellows. And we can absorb more red yellows if we put the vertical tuck than if we do the horizontal placement. Even this red-yellow is sort of awkward though, right? So do you put it above or below the virus? If you put it below the virus, then all of a sudden blue-yellows can't go here anymore. Because if you clear this with blue-yellows, the red garbage falls all the way down. And if you put it above, you still can't put blue-yellows because they won't actually touch this virus and complete the clear until you clear the red. Maybe that's okay though. It's also probably just fine because we have a good spot to absorb blue-yellow for a little while over here. We can absorb 3 of them before we're sort of out of luck. If you put it below, you must clear the red first, but you can clear first with red-yellow, red-blue, or red-red. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of options. But again, on this side of the board, the ideal is we clear these 2 columns in pairs, we clear these 2 columns in pairs, right? If we start putting red yellows here, then suddenly clearing this blue becomes really awkward. But maybe that's just not a consideration. We have so much blue. We can absorb blue pill halves in other places and wait for a double blue to clear off this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have more blue than anything else, right? 5 blue, 4 red, 3 yellow. All right, I like the vertical placement after thinking about it a lot. Yeah, I like the vertical placement. Wow, that's really weird. I would never have thought of that vertical placement in my own run. Never. Just pause a couple seconds here in case there's some other consideration that you want to bring up. Your vote matters. All right. Let's get it done. So now I think, pursuant to our previous plan, the next 3 blue yellows go here. This double blue comes over here. Yeah. Yep. All right. Or, oh baby. Double blue vertical in 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, above or below. Yeah, that's definitely a thing I was thinking about as well. I just think, okay, so here's my thought about that. Clearing the blue in 8 is very difficult without a double. Clearing the blue in 3 is very easy with a double because it's exactly 4 rows above the bottom. So it costs nothing to just put stuff underneath. 6 is not good. Well, my gut reaction is that 6 is not good. What I don't like about 6 is then we have 2 adjacent yellow columns. So it's sort of hard to clear those. It's just sort of hard to clear those. One more consideration though, actually, which is if we put the double blue in column 8, and then we get 4 blue yellows in a row. Which, let's be honest, that is a thing that happens sometimes in the NES version. We need a graphic overlay. I didn't think of that ahead of time. That would be nice. I actually think I have a thing for that, so I may pull that out in a second. But okay, so if we put the double blue here and we get enough blue yellow to clear these 2, and we get 1 more if we visit this on another stream. Yeah. We can't execute our plan anymore of putting it here. Alright, this is complicated enough to explain that I actually do want to work out how the heck to use my drawing tool, so let me try to remember. What is it called? I have to go look at my my YouTube. I called out the name of it on my YouTube channel. On, I think, level 5 at the beginning. Okay, let's talk about level 5. Sorry about the last video. I didn't realize until afterwards that my screen recording software didn't capture the mouse cursor. We're going to try out Grommet this time. Grommet! Alright. So do I have Grommet? Yes! Help. Grommet. How to use it. Next. F9. But I think I actually have set up something. Config Grommet. I think I had some settings that let me do specific colors, but let's find out. So toggle painting is F9. Awkward. F9 is also my volume control button. I must have a config lying around somewhere. Blue, yellow, and green? No. Blue, yellow, and green. I have one that's red, yellow, and blue specifically for Dr. Mario somewhere. What's this? Blue, yellow, green. Blue, yellow, green. Red, blue, and yellow is enough though, isn't it? We have red, blue, and yellow. Alright, well. We'll work that out another time. Alright, so what I was saying was, if we get enough blue-yellow, if we put the double blue here, and we get enough blue-yellow here to clear these two, and then we put one here, that blocks us from being able to put our red-yellow underneath. We can only put it on top anymore. So I think what that means is... but we have another option, right? Which is we can put blue yellows down here and clear this guy. So I think it's not a big deal. We might also want to work out whether it's more important to clear this blue than this one first. Okay, so let's worry about that if it happens. We'll put our double blue here and the blue yellows here, just like we planned all along. Alright, does this change anything? We have a double red. So this goes, we have our plan already for this. The double red goes here. Is there anything worth thinking about? So the other places the double red could go are like in here or in here. Or here. I think we don't want it to go here, right? Because the thing that we want to happen is we want to get a red-blue so that we don't have to wait for a double blue. So I think it's important that we do not put it here and clear this. Under here could be good. I like horizontal 6. Whoa. Horizontal 6. Oh, for the current pill. Yeah. This going's horizontal and underneath, because I mean that was our plan all along. So we're doing that. And I think the double red's going here. And I think there's basically no thing that we can see next that would make us change that plan. I can't see a reason to put the double red here or here. So the one plausible reason is these two columns are our slow columns. Yeah, actually that's kind of a good reason. Maybe we should put it here. So if we make no progress on this red forever, that's fine. Right? We're clearing that like very last on the whole board. So maybe we should put it here. What's nice about here is it's robust to clearing this virus horizontally. We gain a lot by pausing. The thing we lose is the rhythm of pills and our sense of smell. Yes, I know. We lose a lot. I know. I mean, we're what? 40... We're coming up on the amount of time it takes me to do a whole run, and we haven't cleared level 2 yet. That's okay. I think actually vertically here is pretty good. Okay, so the argument for vertically here, for the double red pill, is if we're going to put it there ever, it has to be before we put something here. right? Because putting something here cuts off our maneuverability. I think so. I think we're learning things that can apply to full runs. Yeah, so putting it here cuts off, or putting it here cuts off the ability to move into this spot. So if we are going to put it here, then we should put it there first. So maybe I have a new thing, which is if our look ahead is a second double red, then the first one goes here and the second one goes here. But if we only get one double red, then it goes here. Okay. Okay, it's not double red. All right. So where is this one going? So this one, the obvious places. I still think we actually want to put this red-blue over here on this. I think we actively want to avoid clearing this. Vertical 3 is a very strong option. Above, below. Probably below, huh? Seems like it makes the most sense. Below starts this horizontal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but okay, so here's a thing that below does, above does. So let's suppose that we clear this horizontally, this bottom blue, and think about what the board looks like at that moment. We're almost certainly going to do it with pills that are half blue, half something else. Probably red-blue, because that's the thing that we don't have a lot of use for at the moment. So we're going to have a little row of red turds right here. In fact, yeah, okay, alright. So what I was going to say is, we're going to have a little row of red turds here, which means that when the time comes to finish off this, this vertical blue, we can place a pill vertically here and have no fall time. But I think actually that's still the case if we put the, if we put this below. So if we put it below and we clear this horizontally, then we'll have a little red turd here, and we can place our two blue pill halves here and here, and rest them on that red turd, and they won't fall. The other consideration is, does one of those two plans make it harder to clear this red? The worst good move is V3 on yellow. Ooh. Uh-huh, that's also a choice. Yep. Yep. Oh, so the other thing that putting the double blue above does is if we get a second double blue, then we can clear this guy, and the yellow won't fall, and it'll still be lined up for that clear. That by itself might be a reason to choose it, actually. Yeah, I think I like above. So the other thing is below makes it a lot harder to maneuver in this spot, and we want to do a little bit of maneuvering, I think. And the yellow segment is pinned, yeah. Alright, above. Go, go, go. This one we already planned. And the next one as well, so let's just do them. What's this guy doing? V6. Oh, interesting. You want to start making progress on this red virus? I don't hate it. The other two options... So I really do think, because this is so cluttered, we're going to be clearing this blue horizontally. So I think the thing to do is to put it vertically here and just get rid of this red virus. And then any blue we get, any blue red we get comes along this way. Yellow, red goes horizontal 6. Yep, exactly. Yep, yep. And if we get another one, then vertical in 6, probably. Maybe horizontally underneath, but the first one definitely goes, clears this red virus and falls 2 rows. All right. All right, what's happening with this guy? We already said yellow, or blue reds start this horizontal clear, right? So we just do that. I think this column first, then this column, then this column. Vertical 7. Oh yeah, that's pretty good too. That means that doesn't require maneuvering. The problem with that is it doesn't get started on this vertical. Right, we want to have a little red turd right here to place our blue pill half above. To give our 6 yellow and reds a shelf higher than the floor. Ah, that's a consideration. I think stuff doesn't actually fall very far in this column. So here's what I think. Yellow reds go underneath here. So, right, so, yeah. I think we clear this red with these 3 positions, not with these ones. It's down here. Oh, no, that's no good, because we're trying to clear this horizontally, so we can't prop stuff here reliably for a long time. Oh, interesting. So you want a shelf that's not the floor. We could H5. We could H5 and vertically clear the blue? Is what you're thinking? Oh, with the blue falling to finish the horizontal. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's very good, because that enforces the ordering. Oh, that's a great idea. I love that move. I love that move. I don't want to think anymore because of how much I like that move. This one we already have planned. It's under here. Okay. Now, all the next red yellows, they happen here, right? First here, and then here if we get one more, I guess. What's this double blue doing? What is this double blue doing? Does it affect any of our decisions? It does, right? So the double blue, Yeah, I think the double blue doesn't affect this decision. So let's place this one and then work out what to do with the double blue once we know what the look ahead is. Great. Oh no. That's really quite bad, isn't it? Because now this blue doesn't fall into place for the horizontal. Okay, so now the double blue is decided for us. It has to go horizontally, right? No other choice? It has to get tucked in here. There's nowhere else for it at this point. On the other hand, when we clear this red, stuff isn't going to fall very far, so that's nice. Because this blue-yellow, that's going here horizontally. The yellow is going to be gone, so we're just going to start plopping red down on top of here. Red is now very high priority because of this mistake, we now need a lot of red. So all red pieces are going here. Blue-yellow is going here, then here, then here. So we need what? 1, 2, 3 more. I think that's gonna be fine. So yeah. So all red goes here, blue yellows finish off the rest of the stuff. This double must be this one, right? Because then the double yellow clears that without any fall time, which is perfect. It's really hard for me to imagine. Would almost like to revisit this exercise with the time travel or a slower run clock. Yeah, I guess one thing I could do is I could like have the emulator run at half speed or something. I put it to medium speed because I thought that would help with the problem of pausing and unpausing and therefore making maneuvers like a bit awkward. But it isn't really working. I like the randomized elements this introduces. I mean, in a real run, you have to deal with mistakes, right? So. All right. Okay, so the only question I have is this yellow ever horizontal here to clear out this pill half and open up a gap to save us one red pill half? So I think, Dave Smith, I think the obvious move is definitely vertical, right? Clear out these two viruses with the next two pills. And the only thing I want to think about is, do I ever place the double yellow here instead? And I think the answer to that is basically no, I never do. If I get another double yellow, maybe I put it there and see what happens. But this move is just too good, right? Right, because this horizontal yellow is basically trading 3 yellows for 1 red. And we're about to be out of yellow viruses. But I think the most likely outcome, if you prop up under 7, they're soon to see garbage bills. Oh, if I put the yellow horizontally. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, actually this horizontal is really bad. Okay, let me explain why. Alright, so we're gonna clear this blue horizontal, which means this stuff is gonna fall 1 row, which means there's gonna be 2 spaces here, which means we cannot absorb any yellow reds. If we wanted to be efficient with red, all of the rest of our reds would have to go here. Right? Because if we put any reds above, then there's no efficiency gain above or below by tucking in between. And we're really likely to see red stuff before we get to clear out in the middle here. Because a lot of stuff has to happen in a row. So I think just vertical. It seems really clear. All right. So this is the upper one, next guy's the lower one, right? Either order works perfectly fine. What's nice about the top guy first and the bottom guy second is I just get to just press down and hold down. Don't have to do any maneuvering. If I do the bottom one first, I have to do maneuvering on both the first and the second clear to get underneath the blue virus. I guess the other question is, does the yellow blue ever go to the right instead of the left? Developing a list of terms. Do we? Okay, okay. Do we want to put the yellow blue to the right? On the off chance that we get so much yellow before our next red that it was worth it to try to clear this horizontally. This yellow right here. I think we do. I think we do. It's a really easy maneuver as far as maneuvers go. I have 2 rows to get it in there. So I think we go right. I think we go right. I think we go right. Whew. Another move that I could never consider in a real-time run. All right, so this pill right here is exactly why it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to go for that horizontal. I guess we can burn 1 red on the thing to the left. 2 reds? I guess we can burn 2 reds on the guy to the left before we're forced to start working on the guy on the right. Yeah? So we have 2 red pill halves to see before clearing the yellow horizontally is no longer useful. All right. So let's put our next two red pill halves here. The double blue goes horizontally here so that we can line up any yellow pieces we get with this. And if we see a single yellow piece, the first one goes here so that a double yellow can fit in. And other than that, I think there's no other considerations. I'm gonna pause a little bit in case you want to say something, but I think 2 reds here, double blue here. After we see 2 red pill halves, it all goes here. The other thing, I guess, is we want to hold an option in case we see a double red, but I think it's not a big deal. Do reds go above or below on this first? Below, right? They go below. Ah, in fact, they go below especially because if that gives us 1 extra, we can actually burn 3 reds before not clearing this yellow horizontally sucks. Yeah? Because if we put it below and we see yellow and then we get the yellow horizontal clear, that's still the slightly more efficient thing. Yeah, okay. All right. So I think that's the full plan worked out in all its glory, and I don't need to pause anymore. Unless I screw up, of course. Okay, so now we have to do this. I guess that was slightly suboptimal in that I could have been stacking off to the left instead of in the middle. Okay. There's a lot of yellow. Seven, 8. The you mean the 5, 6, 7, 8 yellow? Half of the board has yellow on its top layer. Okay, I have a cunning plan. I think clearing the blue on this level is going to be pretty easy. These 3 red, am I going horizontally or vertically? Yeah, it's a tough call. I think we'll talk about that in a second. I want to figure out what to do about this yellow on the right. All right, so I have a cunning plan. So here's my cunning plan. Yellow, red goes horizontally here. 3 of them. So that clears this top yellow virus and leaves us with 3 red pill halves and a yellow virus here. Yellow, red goes here. And a double yellow goes here, so that we can get a horizontal clear on this yellow virus. Actually, more ideal would be yellow-blue, so that the blue can fall down here and start working on this horizontal. So yellow-blue goes here. Double yellow goes here. 3 yellow reds go here. Now, I think so this red is relatively high priority because we want to get it out of the way while we still have skyhooks to drop a double blue on. So yellow, I think blue-red pills go here. And red-yellow pills go here. One red-yellow pill goes here. What do we do with yellow-blue? Gosh. This is complicated. This game is hard. So, okay. So let me talk a little bit about why I think it's hard to use yellow-blue, because that might not be obvious, right? So it looks really clear, like you just put it here, right? Put yellow-blues here, 3 of them, and this is gone, and that's really great. The problem is we'd like to clear, my live move is h5, and then become cognitively blind. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, I think here, like H5 or H2 are really plausible live moves. This is what I would be thinking, like in a game, I'm playing one of those two immediately. Probably H2, probably above. It's so important to get rid of this red. In fact, it might be so important that even my non-live move is H2. I think there's no rush to do this complicated stuff over here. The only rush is to get a yellow-blue here, so that when the double yellow arrives, we can put it where we want it to go. Well, I think red yellow over here. Okay, so I was talking about why blue yellow here is not good. So it's really important to clear this red, and so we're going to be putting like blue-red stuff here. We don't have another good spot for blue-red, so we're going to be putting it here. So if we put any blue-yellow over here, then the blue clears before the red does, and that means that the red falls down and we have to clear both of these red viruses at the same time. Normally that's efficient and good, but in this situation it's bad because we're looking for an opportunity to have a platform to rest a double blue on here. And we want that to be, like, the ideal outcome is that that's the top of this blue stack. So the ideal outcome is we get 2 blue reds here and a red yellow here, either above or below, whichever we can wrangle, and then a double blue to clear all of these viruses at once. That's the ideal outcome, I think. But that leaves us with no good places to put blue yellow, so we might have to come up with a different plan. How else could we get a platform over there? All this to clear the double blue. You think maybe it's not worth it? I did say blue was not going to be our problem, didn't I? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue red in 2 and blue yellow in 1. Yeah. It's definitely simpler, isn't it? And then that gives us lots of places to use blue yellow because we can put them here for a while, and then we can put them down here horizontally for a while. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's keep only one complicated plan at a time. So this plan up here, super complicated. So let's have that be our one complicated spot. This is going to be our complicated spot. And over here we're going to be simple. We're going to place things in pairs vertically. So blue-red in pairs, blue-yellow in pairs, blue-yellow in pairs. Maybe we'll get to clear these horizontally, and maybe not, and I'm not going to sweat about it too much. Does that give us, do we now have a use for all the pairs? So red, blue, red, yellow is over here. Blue, yellow is down here. Good? Good. Like it. think this is one of the strange scenarios where clearing the double blue is a wash. Yeah, I think getting it cleared efficiently is so complicated and relies on getting so many pills in the right order that it is not smart. It is complicated though, which was the goal of this run. Here we are trying to make a complicated plan, and we ended up just, you know, drop from the top until you get to the bottom. Alright, so where are red yellows going? They're going here, right? 3 red yellows are going up here. 1 yellow blue, and the rest are coming here. Alright. Oh, we should see what the next pill is before we decide. Okay, same plan. Oh! We didn't account for the possibility of getting a double blue pill. But I think this is no big deal. I think we just start on one of these 2 bottom viruses. I don't know which one's better. We solved the whole board with the first pill, yes. Well, you know. You gotta have a plan. Which side? So one problem with clearing this one first. Is our thought is we're going to put this next yellow-blue pill here so that the blue can fall and start this horizontal. But what we'd like to happen if we start clearing this vertically... Oh, I have a cunning plan, which I'll say in a second. If we start clearing this vertically... then likely what we'd like to do later is put some blue and something else here, and that blocks this blue from falling into the right spot. But if we do this horizontal, what if we put it here? Or here? Maybe H5 in your set for your drop down from sky yellow. H 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So above, right? You're saying above? Here, and then we can drop 2 exactly. So on our the other horizontal, the other pill that we use to finish the horizontal will also be yellow blue. And how do we get stuff in here? I think we should put it at the bottom first. And then we can use blue pill halves here if we need to toss blue pill halves somewhere. And, oh, the other nice thing, okay, cool. So there's another nice thing about doing the bottom one first, which is if we do the bottom one first, then we can actually just finish that clear. And now, when this blue pill half falls, it will fall into place for this horizontal, with some garbage underneath it. And that lets us use a yellow-red instead of a yellow-blue if we need to later. So I think we should put it here. Okay? And the other possibility is up here, I guess. I think down here is best. All right, let's go. This one we already decided what the plan is, like this. Alright, this guy, we just continue the plan, right? Our double yellow is coming here. Does that block motion? No, we can still move around a little bit. Not much, but a little. Yep. So, we just continue the plan. Unless you've had any sudden second thoughts. Our double yellow came, exactly. How could you doubt? How could you doubt? This was the nicest RNG. Come on! You can't say that. We had a plan. We literally spent like 10 minutes working out how we were going to place every single possible pill it could give us. We made a plan for everything. Alright. So, my gut reaction is start on these guys. That does make things a little cramped. So I think actually the next best thing is to start on these guys. H1, yeah. So there's two options, above and below. Above is very easy. Below, I think on medium should be no problem. So basically the idea is when it gets to this row, I will rotate it back horizontal and start pressing left. That will charge the DAS. So it should be no problem as long as I can do the maneuver. And I think even if I don't manage to successfully charge it and it drops to this row before I rotate horizontal, 1, 2, 3, I think it should be fine. It's medium. We can also put it above, because if we get a blue-red, we can still place that down here, and it'll fall into the right place. So it's not a big deal if we're nervous about it, but I think on medium, we're not nervous about it. Okay, another reason for above. We have another coming. Ah, yes! Yes, yes, yes. Above is better, huh? Because that means we can absorb up to 3 of them that way? Yeah, 3 of them. Yep, 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 yep. If we put it below, we can't absorb any more in that spot. But we do want to start on the bottom ones, right? Boy, I don't know how to judge which of the two to make progress on here. I think you're right. I think it should be horizontal one on top. And I think we are getting cramped, right? Yep. Okay, I'm sold. You sold me. I don't like being cramped. Okay. Do we put one more or do we start down below? I think we put one more. We could also put it over here. Is that better? Okay, let me pitch you on a new plan. This blue is falling anyway. Cannot be avoided. So, yellow, blue here. Yellow, red here. The red becomes garbage, and the blue falls on this virus. And this whole area becomes opened up, guaranteed on the next pill. Otherwise, it's not guaranteed that it becomes opened for a while. The red yellow can go horizontal too. Yep, that's definitely an option. Wait. What? I'm suddenly confused. If I put the H2 under the yellow. Oh, I can't put H2 under the yellow. Oh, can I? Maybe I can. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, you... Okay, I don't like next pill H2. It's very complicated. Here's why I don't like next pill H2. Okay, so next pill H2 gives us a lot of options for how we kick off the combo, right? So at the cost of burning this yellow, we could use any pill with yellow in it to kick off the combo. Or if we get a pill that has no yellow in it, namely blue-red, then we can put it underneath and kick off the combo that way. So it gives us a lot of options. I love that about it. The thing that I don't love about it is that our favorite option leaves us in a bad situation. Our favorite option is we kick it off with blue-red, and it's our favorite because it's the most efficient, right? Because it uses all of the yellow to clear this yellow virus here. But to kick off the second half of the combo, where the pills fall off of this blue virus and onto the yellow and then the red, we have to put some blue and something else here, which is either a long fall time or we're waiting for a double blue pill. So kicking off the second part in our favorite situation is really unfortunate. If we put the red-yellow pill underneath first, we don't have that problem. Then another blue-yellow, just trying to have fun making things worse. Then another blue-yellow would kick off that combo. And the only cost there is one yellow pill half. Slightly inefficient, but the plan I'm proposing has one red pill half being slightly inefficient, so it's a wash, I think. So I could be sold on yellow-red going horizontally here. But I think I still favor doing it the way we were saying and getting this combo kicked off before it's so complicated that we can't think about it anymore. Okay, so another thing is start thinking about the middle ones. Yeah, so like yellow, red here. Yep. Okay, my question about putting yellow, red here is why are we waiting to do this? What are we waiting, like what is the trigger that makes us excited about doing this instead of that? We should know what that trigger is so that we know how to decide when to switch from putting yellow reds here to putting one up here. And if there's no trigger we can think of that makes us want, like if the thing we're waiting for is like a platform for something, then fine, we can work out what it takes to get a platform. But if there's nothing that we can do that makes kicking this off better, then I think we kick it off right away. Or like maybe we work out a way that kicking it off becomes an even bigger combo somehow, in which case, great, let's do that. Just don't want to leave something complicated on the table. I agree. I want to get this complicated thing off right away. Okay, so my proposal after that thinking and debating is I think we yellow red on the right, yellow blue and yellow red both go on this thing and kick it off. Finish level 3 in one combo. Oh god, I think we may have already screwed the pooch on that one. Oh, okay, so there is one more thing to think about, which is if we put yellow blue here and yellow red here and kick this thing off, how do we clear this yellow? Is only double yellow suitable for clearing that last yellow? Is that the only good way? I guess we could imagine doing a red-yellow vertical here and then a yellow-red vertical here to finish it off. Ah, and the reason that you normally don't like that is the red at the top falls a long way, but we already have this blue falling a long way, so that's fine. Okay, so then we absorb a bunch of red yellows here. Fine. It can be the last yellow, too. Uh, yeah. I suppose so, yep. Sure, why not? Sure. Okay, cool. All right, so that's sorted then. So start on this plan now. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so just to remind myself, these were pairing up, these were pairing up, so these would be the pair? Yellow, red, blue would be a pair? So then, if this is a pair, we kind of want this to be a pair? So maybe we just place it horizontally here. Or here? On these two? Or blue, yellow, and horizontal wedge the reds. Yeah. I mean, if we're putting... yeah. But like, that's at least 4 blue, yellow... No. At least 5 blue, yellows away, right? We have more uses for blue, yellow than... right, so... to horizontal wedge this, we would need 1, 2, 3 to clear out these guys. Plus at least 1 down here to give a prop for the reds. And in all that time, we have no other use for red. I think red is nowhere near the bottleneck here. I think it's so far away from being the bottleneck. And and we have 2 yellow reds to use right now before we have 5 blue yellows. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is the right spot for it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, right here. Yep. Yep. That looks good to me. I count from the bottleneck. Is that easier? Okay. Sure. I guess knowing the middle is 4 and 5 means you can pretty much count from wherever you want, right? It's pretty visually clear which is the middle two. Alright, I'm sold on underneath. Horizontal. 5. Every horizontal in the world must touch that middle. I don't know what that means, but sure. Alright, let's go. So, okay. This first, because 4 across must occupy column 4 or column 5. Yes, that's right. Yep. Yep. So the first one clearly goes here. I think. I think it's clear. The second one is the one of interest. Oh, the yellow on the floor on the left. You want as many maneuvers as possible, in other words. It could also go here. Sort of a funny place, isn't it? You know what I really like about this? Nothing. I changed my mind about what I really like about it. It's a good spot. It lets us use our next yellow to finish that off. And it's not a problem that this drops one row, if this drops one row. But we're sort of thinking we save this for last to avoid fall time, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright, I like V1. Good luck. I've trained all my life for this. Easy. GG easy, no re. It's got to be here, right? Is it possible there's another option? Oh, we have a double yellow coming up. That's interesting. Gosh. Wow, this game is suddenly very complicated. How could it be anything that's not here? Okay. Let me sell you on here instead. Let me sell you on here. If we place it here, we lose the opportunity to maneuver into this spot. Into the bottom left. What? Yeah, we lose. If we put it here, we lose. If we put it below, we don't lose, but if we put it above, we lose. You can't horizontal to the wall and rotate. Nope, that's not correct. There's no kicks down in this game. There's no down kick. Once you get it to this spot, if you try to rotate, this virus being here will stop it from rotating. Yep. So let me sell you on double red here, double yellow here. Is this a TAS or something? It's a bit like a TAS, except we're just taking time to see really nice ways to clear. The latter. So when the time comes to start the emulator, I'm controlling it in real time, and it's actually me controlling it, and sometimes I screw up, and so then sometimes we have to make a plan that takes into account some mistake I've made. So it's not a full TAS. But we are taking as long as we want to think about where to place things. And you're welcome to make some input too if you're interested. It's like a watchback that hasn't happened yet. Yeah, like that. So currently, the two things we're debating are double red here. It's like routing RNG manipulation. Yeah, a bit like that. So the rules that I've put in place are no undos. And so like once a thing happens, that's just what happened and you have to deal with it. And don't go to outside resources to learn information that you don't already know about the game. So like don't look up the seed and find out what pills are coming next or anything like that. If you happen to like recognize it or something because you've seen that seed before, fine, but yeah. So the two things we're debating about are double red here, which is really efficient. I like that move a lot, but it blocks off the way of putting pills down in the bottom left, or double red here and double yellow here to finish this off, which leaves this travel route open. And if we are told we're gonna have two double yellows in a row, do we change that plan? I don't know. We'll come up with that later. And I think I've sold Dave Smith Says on here. I think I'm gonna do that. All right. Now comes the part where I have to press all the buttons. We do get two double yellows. All right, so now we have to think a little bit. So are the two double yellows ever here and here? I know we have this lined up and ready to fire, but maybe? I think not. I think we just place the double yellow down here for this guy, right? We don't, so the problem with if we put it here, if we put the second double yellow horizontally here, then the ideal outcome is we get a yellow-blue, and we put the yellow half here, and the blue half falls down here to finish that. And you might worry, well, what if we get a blue pill half first, and then the yellow double pill falls out of the way of being in alignment? But we have like 4 places to use blue-red. 1 here and 3 more here. So I think it's pretty unlikely that we get 5 blue-reds before we get a yellow-blue. And then even if we do, the other ones can come here, right? To finish this off. So you'd have to get 6 blue-reds in a row before you got a yellow-blue. Alright, so just because you love that yellow elbow pattern recognition does not mean it works well for this. I know, Dave Smith, I know. But I love it. If you go horizontal 3, then you go horizontal 5. Wait, horizontal 3 first, and then horizontal 5? What? Oh. This 3. Yeah, this 3. Double yellow would be good there if you get double red and blue-red next. Okay, I'm going to try and do one thing at a time. So ACMLM, I'll get to your comment in just a second. If you go horizontal 3 and then horizontal 5 and drop into the elbow off the top ropes. Oh, up here! Horizontal 3 and then horizontal 5 up here. No, that's no good. You need a 3rd double yellow for that to fire. You need a 3rd double yellow. We don't want to count on a 3rd double yellow, do we? Or a yellow-blue? Or a yellow-blue. If you want to count on doing this blue horizontally. Blue, yellow in 4. Blue, yellow in 4? Blue, yellow? But that blocks off this combo. I don't understand your plan. Yes, once the madness sets in. Okay, so ACMLM. Double yellow would be good there if you get double red and blue red next. So yellow on the left and bottom. So here, I suppose. Vertically, probably, in column 2. Double yellow. And then if you get double red and blue red next, then clear the blue red on the left. ACMLM, can you say where you want these 2 yellow pills to go, these 2 double yellow pills to go? Because I'm not sure I understand that yet. I'm okay with making a plan that involves waiting for lots of pills if it seems like we have uses for the ones we're not waiting for. This double yellow horizontal next to the yellow virus on the left. So, okay, let's guess here. Then the other double yellow vertical down the middle for a double clear. Right. For that elbow thing. Yep. Yep. Okay, so if that's the plan, let me read your comments again. So if you get double red and blue red next, yes, that would be fantastic. Except the blue-yellow falling down would go to waste. Yes, exactly, yes. We clear both red, the left blue, and yellow would fall to the bottom. There's also 2 pills to hope to get before too long. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's simpler. I think it's simpler to put this double yellow vertical here and clear this virus. And the next one horizontally here. And I think that gives us a really nice use for yellow-blue, which we currently don't have a really great use for yellow-blue. I think that's my plan of choice. I think all these other plans are very complicated, but don't actually have a benefit. So I'm good with complicated if there's a clear benefit. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna do it. A single blue-red would still clear most things on the left. Yeah, we've been waiting for that blue-red for like 8 or 10 pills now. And here's this. We have this used. And then what are we doing with this guy now? So my pitch for this guy, we are still hoping for like 4 red-blue pills, right? So my pitch for this guy is just make a little platform for to start clearing this blue vertically. And the nice thing about that is if we clear this blue vertically in the right way, that's also catching this garbage. I guess in the right way means with at least 1 blue-red, which we're already sort of gated on having needing lots of blue-red, so maybe that's not ideal. Whoops. But yeah, I still think that's the best plan. Off we go then. We only had 2 blue-red all game. I think you're right about that. There's our blue-red. Don't screw up. Alright. Oh, so this, we don't even need to think, right? This is just place the red vertically and then the blue vertically. There can't be any way in which any other move is sensible. Too bad Nintendo never thought about having pill stats like in Tetris. Yeah, that would have been rad. Be fun to see in this version especially. This version is especially bad at it. Yeah, that was definitely the very first plan we had for this level. Okay, so there's like literally, I don't even wait for Twitch chat. There's no way that anything else can be good. Here we can stack on the right, so let's do that. Cool. And the yellow is last. All right. So in this level, red never matters. Can I see the next? Good idea. Red never matters and blue always matters, right? So probably we start on this nonsense first. The splits look funny when it switches from MMS HHMM with no other indication. Yeah, plus 21 minutes, plus 1 minute? What? Yeah, about that. We are coming up on like 3 hours, which is how long I was originally planning on spending on this. So we might have to call it at the end of level 4, just to give you a little heads up. So yeah, I think my pitch is yellow, blue here, double yellow here. Are we starting with this stuff at the bottom, maybe? How fun would this be in the later levels, right? I might have to do a second stream where I start at one of the later levels, maybe 15 or something. Double yellow wedged in 8. Yeah, that's definitely a good choice too. In fact, one of the things I'm pondering is whether this first yellow blue should go in here. I think probably not, but we can continue this one later. Yeah, I guess so. So one thing you might imagine is putting yellow and something here, and then yellow and red to start this horizontal. And yeah, I guess I just finished saying that blue always matters and red never does, so playing this in a way that makes it look like you're trying to focus on getting this efficient red clear at the cost of throwing away some blue garbage seems counter to that, so let's not do that. Okay, that's that settled. You could clear 3 yellow and 2 pills and leave a blue for horizontal red. Three yellow and 2 pills. Not sure I understand that. Which 3 yellow? Blue yellow on the bottom right. Yellow, then double yellow horizontal. Okay. So I think... Okay, so let's talk about the left. So I think we're gonna put like 1, 2, 3 red blues right here. Clear all of this stuff with no fall time. I think that's gonna be red. We're gonna put like 1,000,000 red blues here. That's probably higher priority, so we do that one first. Unless we want to save space for double blues this way and try to clear that. No, I don't think that makes sense. The other thing that's relatively high priority, I think, is clearing this bottom virus horizontally so that we can get these two efficiently. These 2 yellow viruses efficiently. A triple yellow would do it. Excellent. So like, okay, so let me pitch you on something. All right, so here's my plan. Yellow, blue here, and the double yellow goes here, so that when this blue horizontal finishes, the double yellow falls down and clears these. That also makes this yellow pill half not be wasted because it's lining up with this vertical. And in the future, when we get yellow blues, then they go over here. Or we could, I don't know whether the bottom is higher priority or the right. Probably the bottom, because that does clearing. It's a long sequence of stuff to clear. First the blue, then the yellow, then this vertical yellow. Before we're ready to do this horizontal. I guess just clearing this also makes us ready for that horizontal. Okay, so my pitch has the best magic use of a double yellow. Magic is an important property. Man, we have so many places to use yellow-blue, though. It's like the only pill that we can use on the whole board. What are we gonna do if we get a yellow-red? I guess in here? Yeah, I understand double yellow in here is very nice because no fall time. That's definitely a thought as well. And we can wait on getting another double yellow in there in case that opportunity comes up, and if it doesn't, then we just use single yellows down here and no fall time. Yeah, okay, you sold me. So, okay, so this one should be this should be the double yellow. I still like the yellow-blue down here vertically. And then lots of yellow-blues up here after. I really don't know what to do with red-yellow. Is it going underneath here, maybe? But that only absorbs one red-yellow, and we're gonna get a lot of them. Another yellow-red can go under red in 4H. Oh, yeah, that's what I just said, yeah. Cool. I wonder if we ever make a plan that involves clearing this blue horizontally so that we have a place to use yellow-red. Is that ever a thing? It's never a thing, right? Because we have to build up so much. There's nothing to like hang stuff on down here in a safe way. All right. There is just such a cluster on the right. You mean this yellow virus or this red virus? All the blue and yellow in 7 and 8. Yeah, but it's above the thing that we want to place we want to get the horizontal clear on. So it seems like that doesn't work. At least not in the obvious way. I think we know what we're doing with our first two pills. I don't know what we're gonna do when we get a yellow-red, but maybe we wait until we get one before we make a big plan. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. You like first pill 7? We're gonna put all of our yellow blues over there from now on. Oh, maybe we're not. Gosh, look at that double blue. Has this suddenly become the situation where it makes sense to clear those blues horizontally? No, never. No, 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 no. This is what's really happening. This double blue is clearing here. This double blue is clearing here. Yellow blues are coming here. We still don't have it used for yellow-red. Awkward. I guess yellow-reds are happening here, right? So the first one is yellow half here, and the next ones are red half here. We can put one here, sure. Why not? No, we can't put one there because we can never clear that without falling forever. V8 on the floor. I agree. This is working towards this yellow. Absolutely. A second. Oh, actually, there's a. Can we put a second yellow red here? Red on the left, yellow on the right. That seems good, right? That seems good to me. Double blue is definitely happening here. And then... Oh, okay. Double blue vertical one. Also a really strong choice. Because... No, I don't have it. We already have too many uses for yellow, blue. We don't need to invent a new one. I was gonna say, one of the things we could do is double blue here. Red, yellow here. So that when we clear this blue, the fall time is only to here. And then we either arrange so that it's only blue-yellow so that this disappears, or wait for a double red here. So, okay, I think the plan is... Mom said we could have all the blue yellows on the right. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I say I don't like that plan anymore. But, you know, all the blue reds are going here. All the blue yellows are going here. So the only thing we have to worry about is what are we doing with red yellow? It's the only decision we have at the moment. First red yellow goes on the floor. I think the second one goes here. And I think it might even be the first one that goes here. I think the first one goes here to catch. Oh. Yeah, it almost certainly doesn't matter. Okay, fine. Next ones are up here, in your opinion? Yeah. Yeah. All right, so does the double blue go up here or up here or down here? I think it goes here. We need the maneuvering room. We're gonna need the maneuvering room really soon. Okay, it goes here. All right. We already made our plan for red blues, right? Is there any reason to rethink that plan right now? I don't see one. All right, what's happening? Oh, this one, is this the magic trick one? Or is this going vertically here? This is probably going vertically here, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. This one goes horizontally at the right? Not vertically? Horizontal 4. Yeah, horizontal 4 is okay. It's not as good though. You're gonna see why in the next pill. All right, so is this ever not here? I think not. I think it's always there. So my two top picks are here and here. We don't have much use for yellow, blue anymore. So suddenly this is better than it used to be. I guess here is also an option to make a platform for this double red that doesn't fall when this yellow clears. Build that elbow you miss on L3. Blue edition. Where am I building an elbow? Oh! You want a double blue here or something? So, red, yellow here, double blue here. The double red goes up here. We're already waiting for a double blue over here, though. I think it would be unfortunate. I think it would be unfortunate to have to wait for two of them at this point. But that would make this a dual purpose move. I like the bright right blues last also. Oh, yeah, that's a possibility. Gosh, I don't know how to choose this part. Okay. I think I like this placement the best right now. And the reason is, let's think about where this double red is going. If it goes here, then like, I guess yellow blues can go here. Ah, no, sorry. Okay, so if the double red is going here, then we definitely aren't getting this horizontally, right? So that makes this placement more important. If it's going here, yeah, I don't know. All right, so let's count up how many pill halves we need for the efficient way, or for the thing we think is likely to happen for each of these colors. So, blue we need 2 here, 3 is 5, 7, we need 9 blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 reds. So blue is the most important. Red is the next most important. And yellow is last. Ah, okay. I have a reason to prefer this placement now. At the moment, there's not a lot of places that we can put yellow on purpose. If we use the next 2 pills to clear this horizontal, then we have enough room to start clearing this yellow. Yeah? And it's our second most important priority at the moment. And it's not even that risky about this platform falling out of the way, because if we've put some yellow here and that platform falls out of the way, then we just get to clear this instead. So we waste 1 maybe. At most 1 yellow pill that way. Yellow pill half. Gosh. So this one goes here, right? Yeah, this is also a solid choice. Yep. So do you put the red garbage to the right or the left? To the right is a longer fall time when this clears. To the left blocks this. Seems like to the right is the clear choice. Because this is far away and maybe it's even doesn't happen because we put something under there first. H4. You mean H5. You mean H4. Oh. So red garbage to the left. Right? Yeah, it does. 3 yellows enough to clear in V5. 1, 2, 3. It clears. Oh, yeah. Still, I actually think putting the red garbage to the left is not that bad of a choice here. So the thing that it does is it blocks us from clearing this yellow. So now I ask you what pills we can use to clear that yellow. The answer is double yellow, yellow red, or yellow blue. Yellow blue pills are going here. If we get enough of them, then this blue is cleared, and then we have room to do the thing. Yellow red, one is going here, and the next one can go vertically here to fall down into place for this. And double yellow, same analysis. If we get 2 yellow reds or double yellows, then yeah, we can't use the next one. Yeah, I like that better too. I think this red garbage often does not fall 2 rows because we put a prop underneath first. Not every time, but often. Alright. I'm sold. I think this one goes here. I think we're ready for this now. And blue, yellows all come here or something. The other choice is to put it here and make the double blue be here so that we have stuff to do with yellow. But I think we already have stuff to do with yellow. So I think here. I think here. The double blue is here. Or here? Unclear. I think here. Double blue is here. Alright. I'm going. Yep. Alright, so now, is the blue on the left or the blue at the bottom higher priority? Me too. Alright, let's go. And the yellow-red is, that's horizontally here every time. Yeah, cool. Yeah, there always is V and 5. Yeah, we're not doing that because then the blue clear sucks forever. Especially when we see this coming up. Okay. Let's find out what our next pill is. So this one I think is vertical here. Or vertical here. I guess... So my complaint is sometimes we clear this blue. So either way is 2 rows of fall time. Okay. Okay. Alright, so the thing that I was wondering is, do we ever clear this blue before we have put... Do things ever work out so that we clear this blue first and then put a yellow in place? If that ever happens, getting the red out of the way here means that it doesn't fall. But the reason that I no longer think that's important is because to do that, what I'm proposing is that we put the red yellow here, so the yellow falls 1 row. And then when we make this blue clear, that yellow falls a 2nd row. So that's 2 rows of fall time. And if we just directly put it here, then when we clear that blue, we get 2 rows of fall time. And then we win. So we don't need an additional yellow with that plan. Okay. So this is vertical on 5 with the yellow down. Correct? Correct. And these all go here. I guess maybe I should have thought about that slightly. Too bad. Do we want to avoid putting this red in place? I think not, right? I think we put the red in place, then we clear the blue, and we do not clear the red until we're forced to. Let's not think until we see another pill with red in it. So the only thing that could happen that we want to think about is, do we ever get a double red before we get 2 blues? So how often does that happen? We definitely are getting 1 blue next turn. So, double red is 1 time in 9. So like 1 time in 4, we get a double red before a second blue. Okay, so I think 3 times in 4 we win by placing this. So we do it. All right. Cool. All right, so I'm going to stop the recording there. It took us 2 hours and 39 minutes to beat the first 5 levels. I guess I can save state. Save state. So that, if we wanted to come back to this later, we could have another stream where we do more from here. Slower thoughts. This is maybe the slowest I have ever played Dr. Mario, but I would like to see what it's like, how fast it is. So I guess the trick is, so let's open, where would it be? Gosh. Save? FCS? Whoa. I don't think so. Movies? That sounds likely. Dr. Mario 2. What are the chances? So let's reset the timer. Open .fcux movies 2. And when the thing starts, we'll hit pause so that we can have the timer go along with it. All right. Or never again if you secretly hated it. I had a lot of fun. It sure took a long time. I wasn't expecting... I was expecting to take a long time, but I wasn't expecting to only go 5 levels, I'll admit. I thought we might get to like 10 or 15. Alright, here we go. Whoops. I did improve at unpausing appropriately later in the run, didn't I? Oh no. Oh, this one. 19 seconds longer. Best level 0. It was a little rough, huh? Pause. You can tell which are the ones where I didn't pause to think in the middle, can't you? They're the smooth ones. the smooth pills. Ugh. Big brain, little thumbs. Yup. Here, I missed my chance to stack on the left. Awkward. All the thinking and no execution. I could not agree with you more. It's a little embarrassing, honestly. Alright, so, with all the thinking and no execution, we get about a minute lost compared to just Daniel playing and being good, which is kind of funny. Anyway, I don't think it's because of the mistakes, no, it's because I could not nearly as confidently hold down. In this movie is a really, really long time spent maneuvering the pills compared to, like, if I had to do those same maneuvers, but just didn't have to come in and out of pause, I think this run would be a lot faster. Coming in and out of pause made it really, really hard to confidently hit the timing right, at least for me. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed it. I'm gonna call it there for the night. At least you can pause with the board up. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if there's somewhere fun to send y'all next. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Don't give me audio. Looks like Serious Producer is going. Let's send you over there. That seems like a fun place. Bye now.